Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and guess what time it is?
It's brick hall o'clock.
Let's try that again. Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and what time is it?
It's brick hall o'clock, Robin.
That's rubbish too.
I can't do it.
It's brick hall o'clock. Oh, thanks, Mrs. Hood. Mrs. Hood is going to be joining us for the first two packages, which are a hangover from the Brick Hall 100, and then I'll do a package of my own with new pieces for upcoming projects. All right, so this is a bit like a continuation of Christmas Day.
It is. Christmas continues.
Yeah.
So this first one is from the UK.
Yeah. Looks like it might be a set with its sort of squarish shape. Don't know how I'm going to get in here. Attack it with the knife.
I'm still dreading the disappointment
quite
you're
easy,
going to
actually.
get at
Ooh.
Christmas.
Yes, letter with
you.
pictures, I think.
Oh, lovely. Oh, yes. Right. So, hi, Robin. Huge congratulations on hitting 20,000 subscriptions. We've been watching the channel for about a year and a half and look forward to each and every new video. Watching the development of Brick Nottingham and your channel over this time has been a joy, and the success is absolutely deserved. We hugely admire your attention to detail, planning, and the amount of work you must put into being able to upload 3 times a week and maintain such high standards and creativity to your builds.
Oh,
You do work very hard. You've been one of the main inspirations for us wanting to build our own Lego city and also have a go at creating a Lego YouTube channel to share our collection and creations. The Lego city is yet to get underway, although we've gathered a lot of sets and Lego which will go towards it, while we work on creating a dedicated space for it. However, we have uploaded several videos to our channel, Polar Bricks. Bit of a plug there. I have no idea how you manage 3 videos a week. We've recently taken a break from uploading videos, but we'll be sharing builds via Instagram with daily posts. Massive plug there. Hope to get back to YouTube very soon. We wanted to send you a little something that represented us and Polar Bricks, which you might be able to incorporate into your builds. The mascot of our channel is a polar bear called Horace. There's a story behind this we don't have time for here. And with you just starting to create your undersea display, we figured a polar bear floating around on an iceberg might fit in somehow. It's quite a good idea. Alternatively, we recall you talking about having an Arctic section somewhere, so maybe it would be a better fit. We have mock built an iceberg which can sit above and, importantly, below the water in your display. Someone's been watching.
yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't have any magnets for the connection under the glass. Don't worry, folks.
I think I've bought all of the magnets now.
He's bought all the magnets in the world. So I hoped you might be able to add some if you wanted to use it. Of course, feel free to modify it in any way necessary to better make it fit anywhere you decide you might like to include it. It would certainly be a thrill to see our Lego Horace within your display somewhere. We look forward to seeing both your Lego room and new display cabinet fill up over the coming months and beyond. Play well, Andy and Helen, aka Polar Bricks. P.S. Here are a few photos of the build just in case it falls apart in the post.
No, it seems to survive perfectly, actually. So we've got the sort of bottom bit underneath the water of the iceberg. That's correct because it's bigger than the bit above. The bit above, and there's Horace as well. So yeah, with fish in mouth. The only problem with this and my Arctic setup is I did get some penguins because I was going to do South Pole. So I don't know if North Pole and South Pole were going to work. And I know if I use bears and penguins that there'll be complaints. But I do love your iceberg. So that's definitely something we can use probably in the cabinet. I don't know if you can have icebergs above a kind of a tropical reef, can you? But yeah, it's a very good idea, and I very much like Horace as well. It's well built as well. The only thing I think I would change is probably adding tiles to here for the magnet, because it needs to get as absolutely close as possible to the glass. But yeah, really cool. Wonderful. So thanks very much, Andy and Helen. I'm going to just turn that way so we can actually have it not rocking around. Right. I love these little builds. We had a few little builds sent and they were really good.
Yeah, no, we did. But it'd be good to see whether this last one includes a challenge like your Ninjago or anything like that.
Yeah.
But here is your last package of Brickhall 100.
Yeah, thank you. Well, a couple apparently did get held up or sent back, maybe, because it seems some carriers have a problem with the PO box number. But if those people want to get in touch, then we can try and sort out an alternative route. Well, there's a nice
Another
letter
Okay.
and lots of bits.
So this is from Netherlands, and it's from Melissa, aka Mama's Bricks.
Oh, yeah, I remember her.
So, hello, Robin Hood. Congratulations again on your 20,000 YouTube subs.
Yeah.
And I hope this is on time for the Brick Call. I love your channel, the humour, and all the videos you make. I think I started watching it's folded over. Halfway through 2019 or so. You have an awesome, beautiful city, and I love the way you take us along with all your process. I found the Bam Bear.
Build a minifigure there.
That you are hopefully still missing. I get from the gaspy was. Oh, he's cool.
He's wonderful, isn't he?
He can
Got a blue chonda face. He must be suffocating in there. I don't know.
I like that, actually.
He's really good, isn't he?
So he can work in the amusement park, a toy store, or somewhere else in the city. If you lift the bear head, you can see the man in the suit is probably not the first one who's wearing it, and it might smell inside.
Oh, that's what it is. It's smelly suit.
I looked for interesting parts that you could use in your projects. That was a bit difficult because I think you already have it all. But I hope you can use these parts somewhere, somehow, sometime. I add a CMF.
Yeah, collectible minifigure.
Super. You already have. Sorry, everyone, I'm not good on the lingo.
Not good with the TLAs, the three-letter acronyms.
But I think her parts are very useful in a city anywhere.
Yeah, computer programmer.
I looked for weird parts. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, series, whatever that one is. Yep.
Cool. I looked for weird parts in my collection that you can use for the underwater world, and the thing that caught my eye was the bag with tons of propellers. Maybe it's cool to stack them and let them be a dark black plant in the deep part of the ocean. If you don't like it, it's fine too. Keep up the fantastic work on your Lego City and making all the great videos that take us along. And don't forget to take a break sometimes and do something nice with Mrs. Hood. Oh, Melissa, thank you. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now, actually.
Thursday.
Yeah, because after today's video, we're having a 3-video break, and we'll be back a week on Friday after a nice break in Kent.
Yes.
So we're doing that, and that'll be really good fun.
And Melissa says, take care and enjoy building. If you look very close, you
don't look very close at the bricks and see things to do with them that other people don't. Yeah.
Super.
So these look great, actually. I hadn't thought of using these as a plant, but yeah, having them stacked and all sort of just slightly offset, so they're all sort of slightly rotated from the one below, could be a plant, and black would work very well on one of the lower levels. So yeah, that's a really good idea. And I can build that's a little computer programmer.
I love her. I think she's brilliant.
Yeah, she's great, isn't she? Yeah, so I mean, that's the wonderful thing about minifigures like that. You can just use their parts separately to make loads of other really good people, even if you've got that combination. And then we've got some really interesting parts, some dark blue, sort of old-fashioned Fabuland type signs.
Is that a Captain America shield?
Yeah, it's not a shield, it's a tile, but it's definitely that logo, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got a few. Oh no, we've got different ones. 2 of those and one sort of beastie. I think he's from Ninjago or something. Got a few of these Nexo Knight sort of knight type things. Printed tiles and that's a calculator guy hat and all sorts of good stuff. Yeah, so brilliant. Lots to be getting on with there. So thanks very much, Melissa. That is really nice to receive. Thank you very much. Right, so I'm going to let Mrs. Hood go now, and then we'll get on to our normal haul, and she can get on with the rest of her day.
Yes. See you.
See you, Mrs. Hood. Right, so Mrs. Hood has now gone, and this is the package that I was going to open today as part of my regular brick haul. But then what should happen? But the real-life postman comes along and delivers yet another package from Brick Haul 100. So I guess I'll be doing this one first, but sadly, without the wonderful help of Mrs. Hood. So that is a bit of a shame for the sender of this very, very newly arrived package. But hey-ho, I don't think we can wait another week. I think they'd rather I got on with it. So let me try and get it out of all of this packaging. And I'm going to have to read the letter on my own. Wow, it's a great big box. And it feels fairly full. I don't know if that's because it's protecting a set or what? Oh, how am I supposed to get into here? There we go. Oh, golly, we've got all sorts in here and a letter. Right, so I'll just kind of show you the main contents. Ooh, and then I can read it out. Yeah, it's definitely easy with two of us, isn't it? Wow, we've got a wonderful set. We've got a great big bag of things there. Is that just that VIP set? That seems very big. Some bits, some green bits, some wheelie bits, other wheelie bits, and some windscreens. Wonderful. Okay, well, let's get to the letter. Hello, Robin. I thought you'd like these spare sets. The parts in bags are all new, bought for projects I didn't do or I changed my colour scheme. The car parts are from the Indiana Jones Shanghai Chase set. I've been watching all of your lovely videos and you are up there with Jang Bricks. Oh, kind regards, Barry, aka Audiotron 1003. Oh, thank you very much, Barry. That is very generous and very nice of you. So what have we got? Wow, we've got the ice skating set, which was just this last Christmas, I believe. And what I really liked about this one, I didn't get it, but what I really liked was these lovely sort of old school jumpers, very dashing indeed. And you couldn't get those on Bricks and Pieces, so that's really good. And you've got spinning motion there. And they go around and around on the ice rink and spin on the spot as well. So that's a really good mechanism, one that we may be seeing coming soon to my fairground, actually. But with nice benches around the side. I might even be able to incorporate that into Brick Nottingham somewhere. You'd have to forgive the fact that it would be sort of snowy and cold and the rest of the city wouldn't be and people would be on the beach. But yeah, really like that. It's a very nice set indeed. And then this VIP one. Which was an old sort of gift with purchase one, which was sort of the corner of a Lego store with that dragon, I forget his name, sort of head poking around the corner and some sets. I did have this back in the day because I've used the sort of VIP card type build as a billboard on the side of my town hall. So maybe I'll have a second repeating one of those somewhere else in the city because you often see more than one of each type of billboard in a city. Seems a lot thicker than I remember. There's quite a few parts in there and a good sticker sheet as well for all of the Lego boxes. So yeah, that's really good to have as well. So thank you very much. Lots and lots of green round 1x1 bricks. They'll be good for under the sea, no doubt, to sort of help attach plants to, because they're really useful actually. With the holes in the top, the open stud means that it can take all of the sort of stems for other plants. You can just use it to attach to your base plates and so on. Let's have a look at this one in a bit more detail. We've got a couple of these black supports. They're always useful. One of those sort of cockpit pieces, but in tan. So that must be from the Indiana Jones car that he was talking about earlier. Some other grey bricks. What's that? Oh, yes, that's the sort of awning type bit that goes over that Indiana Jones car. I'll have to put a picture up so you know what I'm talking about. But I think that slot there is the back windscreen and it all sort of clips on around it. We've got the axles there, so we might even be able to build that, piece it together, or put the remaining pieces on our wanted list. And some sort of random pieces there that could potentially use on future builds. Windscreens, wheels, including the big ones, I think, are from that vehicle, from memory. And, wow, lots of little bits with sort of clear wheel hubs. Don't see them very often. Yeah, very interesting. Great. So thanks very much, Barry, for that contribution to Brick Hall 100. Apologies that took so long to arrive. I imagine that probably is because of the PO box issues that I was mentioning earlier. Anyway, so yeah, it's already quite a great haul, I must say, with all of this wonderful stuff. I'll try and perch all of this in. But now we've actually got the package that I'd originally intended to do, which was one I paid for from Bricklink, and that is this one. And this came all the way from somewhere else in England, so not that exotic. But it's got possibly the final part, well, not quite the final parts, but a lot of parts for a number of projects, like my water tender. I think it might be the final parts for, almost the final parts for the Flying Knotsman carriages, of which I've already said there are 5 different types of. I've got some ATMs, so cash machine type build pieces in there, supermarket pieces, and then just little pieces for odd projects here and there. Let's try and get this out. We can mix it up with everything else we've got from everyone else. And is that it? Yep, that looks like it's it. So, probably most importantly is the pieces that I needed for the Flying Knotsman build, which is all of these 1x4 bricks and 1x4 plates. And I've already mentioned before in previous hauls that the exotic sort of nature of the colour dark green makes all these bricks a lot harder to get and a lot more expensive. So even just sort of saving a couple of pennies per piece could pay for the entire postage for, say, this order from getting them somewhere else. Which means then you can fill your boots with all the other good stuff that I managed to pick up at the same place. So I think that is the very boring but very necessary part that caused me to choose this vendor. I should have really started with the stickers, shouldn't I, really? So very well wrapped stickers, always nice to see so we don't get bent ones. And I think I've got two here. Yep. So one is from a Jurassic World set. And that is the 75937 Triceratops Rampage from 2019. And I'm not sure I need this anymore. It was only about 40p, but what I'd originally bought it for was these kind of egg stickers, because I thought I might do an egg ride. In fact, that's very sort of timely with this ice skating rink, using those sort of big cog pieces that kind of interlock. I think they're called flower gears, but I think of them as being big cogs because they're very chunky. And they would cause a similar sort of motion as this one to go around and create a ride where everyone sat inside a giant dinosaur egg. Anyway, so that I bought the stickers just in case I wanted to do that at a later date. And I think I've got a better idea since then, because this order was made quite a while back now, actually, because of all the Brickhall 100s and things sort of pushing the normal progression back. But I'm sure I can use the sort of queuing symbol, and maybe a museum arrow could go near my museum on a street sign or something like that. And that's a really nice Jurassic World sticker as well. So I'm sure I can use some of these elsewhere. And that's a computer screen that does have Triceratops on it, so that's probably less useful. So anyway, it was quite cheap, and it's kind of, well, if I ever need to do an egg ride, then I've got all the really hard to get bits. And then this one, which I didn't think I was going to get really. It's from the 123 Sesame Street set, obviously, 21324 from last year, 2020. I didn't think I was going to get it because it's a bit, well, obviously very Sesame Streety with all the favourite characters from everywhere. But the one that I really couldn't resist was this one as an advert for Biff and Sully's Construction Co. And although they're Muppets, or I don't think they're called Muppets, are they, when they're on Sesame Street? But anyway, as long as... but even though they're Sesame Street characters, let's say, I thought it would still be something that could be done by a real construction company. It's just they've got a good sense of humour and using these as their sort of characters to advertise their genuine real-world company. So, yeah, I thought that would be absolutely great. So in here as well, I've got the 6x6 red tile for that to go on. So that can be an advert on the side of a building. And I realise in saying this that I've got quite a few billboards waiting to go up. I've got this one, now I've got a second VIP one, I've got the Stranger Things one, I've got the two Shipping Co ones from the Monkey Kid. I've really got to start mounting those onto the blank walls of buildings. But because I usually cover all of my buildings head to toe in details, there's not usually many blank walls left. So yeah, really good to receive though. But maybe I'll be able to use a few more of these just looking at it. I mean, there's a Paperclips one there, a recipe there, a winter porridge shortage, you know, newspaper, definitely could use that. So yeah, there's definitely a few I could use, a nice tablecloth as well. And maybe I could do a Hooper's store. If you need it, Hooper's has it. I mean, that could fit anywhere, couldn't it? I'm not going to replicate the sort of actual Hooper's store or get that set at all. Well, I don't need to now, I've got the stickers. But yeah, that's lots of food for thought, I think. So a minifigure. Oh, nearly lost some hair there. This character is called Shirley Keeper, and I think because she's named, she's one of the ones on the TV programme. And she's got these wonderful red glasses and this wonderful orange hair. And I think she's called Shirley Keeper because I think she does all the recycling in the town centre set, 60292 from this year. And I got her not because I really need loads of recyclers, because I actually got two of her, but because they were £1.30. And I thought, well, that's just too much of a bargain for a brand new minifigure with some really interesting parts. I can definitely have these red glasses, spectacles going all around my city with loads of different people, and this orange hair as well, which reminds me a bit of a lady called Anne Robinson who was on what was it, Weakest Link. I think we all had that around the world, so you probably know who I'm talking about. But also this high-vis jacket, I'm sure I can use as a pair of workmen somewhere, or, you know, fixing something, or maybe putting up one of these signs for a billboard. Anyway, yeah, or maybe they could just be really spooky twins. That's a good idea, isn't it? They look incredibly spooky together. Probably with different clothes, but matching, obviously, but probably not in work gear. I could have some really, really spooky twins. Oh, that's happening now. Right. You saw that idea happen live on a brick hall. That is a hilarious one. There's one more minifigure here, which I've also had a couple of times, including in the original set, because it's from the 70422 Shrimp Shack Attack from 2019. Wow, that's a way back now. And that was obviously a hidden side set. But I just love Chef Enzo for his really dirty kind of overalls and hat combo, printing on the back. And he can do one of the fast food stores in my fairground or something like that, I'm sure. I just love the fact that he's so soiled with dirt. Basically, really unappetizing, but very funny. So I'll put him back there. Then it looks like we've got a bag full of tiles. Ooh, with a split bag. Oh, I'll rip this one since it's split already. I need a lot of these round 2x2 in white for my Flying Knotsman train. I've got a few of these angled ones. Can't remember exactly what they're for. They might well be for that train as well. For a complicated... Oh, they are. Yeah, they're for a complicated roof build. I've got apples, 2 green ones, 2 red ones, as some of the stock for my supermarket. So that'll be good. One more pink glass piece. I only had one of those. I think it was last normal haul, or maybe the one before that. But this is only from one set, 70922, the Joker Manor from 2017. My second piece of that glass, and that can be to make the Pink Flamingo more of a disco place by having light shining through the windows. And then I got one of these Starfarer comic books, which have only been part, I think, of the... what was it called? The Ninjago City set. Yeah, 70620 from 2017. And I just really like that. I've already got it once, but I thought, you know, I've got vague ideas of doing a comic book shop. I don't think I will, because it'll be a bit similar to my record shop, but somebody can definitely be reading that. Or maybe it could be for sale on a newsstand or something like that as an alternative to newspapers. So that's really good. I won't tip all these out, but these are pieces of glass which fit the 1x2x3 windows, and they are going to be the main window size on my Flying Knotsman train, and that's why I needed so many. And that was another reason for using this vendor, because just saving a couple of pennies on each of these, because there's about 50, you know, there's £1 already saved, so it all adds up. Pretty boring bag here, but very necessary. We've got loads of plates. I think these long black ones are for the water tender, some of the last parts I need for that project. The lime ones I know are for my supermarket. And then the grey ones, heaven knows, but lots of different ones there for specific projects. Then the last bag of this order, and of today's haul, I've got some of these modified bricks in tan. They're for the Flying Knotsman, I remember that. These purple 2x4 tiles are for my ATM machines, specifically for the signs above them. They're going to be saying Asteroid Bank, which are those stickers that I got from loads of those Space Police sets. But they're always mounted on a blue tile, but the sticker is kind of purple backed. So I thought I'd use my patented hot tea technique to basically move all of those stickers from the blue tiles that they come on to the proper purple tiles that fits them a lot better. Some Technic brick in yellow. I thought I'd use these to make little cheese builds for sort of kind of stock in my supermarket. I don't know if that's ruining a fun little build for later, but yeah, I got loads of blocks of cheese with holes in to represent kind of Swiss cheese. So I thought that might be quite funny. Lots of brown seats or chairs, and therefore, yep, my Flying Knotsman train for all of the passenger carriages. A few more modified bricks, a few black slopes. They are for the water tender. I definitely think that is all I need for that build now. I'll have to do a check after this video. And here is the taxi roof that I've already used, weirdly, fixing the taxi that comes with the Daily Bugle set. But I did pilfer that from another car in my city, so this can go and replace the one that I stole. So there we go. So as you can see, a very wide order, that one, filling in a lot of necessary gaps. And arguably the most boring bags are the most important for, well, upcoming videos. But all in all, we've had, well, 4 packages, 3 from subscribers and 1 that I bought. And what an array of things we've got. I think the highlight's definitely the construction sign from my haul and the really spooky twins. That is just a brilliant idea, if I do say so myself. I'm really looking forward to building this ice rink working sort of build for the Christmas set. The bear is absolutely great from Melissa. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I really wanted that. And I'm nowhere near a Lego store. And that is just perfect. So I can cross that off my urgent wanted list. And I really like this polar build. I'm not entirely sure how I can use it if I am going to have the South Pole represented. But it is really good fun. So maybe I'll use it temporarily, at the very least, in my underwater scene in my cabinet. So thanks very much for that as well, Andy and Helen. So yeah, thanks Barry, thanks Andy and Helen, thanks Melissa, and thanks Bricklink. So as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. And if you value this channel, there are many ways in which you can support it. Do check out the links in the description below. And if you do want to send me a package to the channel, we've got the PO Box at least till the end of September. So if you want to do that, you can send it to Robin Hood Bricks, PO Box 11048, Nottingham, NG8 9QS, and mark that the UK if you're not in the UK. And next time on Robin Hood Bricks, well, we won't be having a video on Friday, Monday or Wednesday, as I already mentioned with Mrs. Hood. She's taking me away for a nice trip to Kent. But I will see you next Friday for what I hope will be a Fairground Friday build. So until then, see you!